Hey, what's up guys, it's Gage from ARG, and we're going to be talking about this brand new Traptrix support to be released in Dimension of Chaos as an OCG exclusive. So obviously we won't be getting it for a long while, but it's still actually something interesting to talk about it, especially if we apply it in today's meta. So it's obviously on the screen here, but I'm going to read it off for the guys that are just coming in to listen or tuning in to listen. We have Traptrix Rafflesia. It's an Earth Plant type XYZ monster with 300 attack and 2500 defense. Requires 2 level 4 monsters, so it's generic. And its effect reads: this card with XYZ materials is unaffected by the effects of trap cards. Traptrix monsters you control except Traptrix Rafflesia cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects, cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects. Once per turn, during either player's turn, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card and send a whole normal trap card whose activation requirements are met from your deck to your graveyard. This effect becomes the effect of that card when activated. This card here is just really powerful, and I'm actually really looking forward to whenever we get it, because this card actually might bring the rebirth of one of the best tempo decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! That we've ever seen in the form of H.A.T. And I'm really looking forward to that because it's probably one of my favorite decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! Just of all time. Looking at the first 2 effects, this card with XYZ materials is unaffected by the effects of trap cards. If we take a look at that and we compare it to the Traptrix, any other Traptrix monster being unaffected to whole cards, this just is outright unaffected by all trap cards. So in a deck like Burning Abyss, outs like Phoenix Wing Windblast, Karma Cut, Fire Lake, they just don't work anymore. And that's really interesting, and actually a really big step up from the other Traptrix monsters we have, being able to just completely stop the entire array of trap cards. You pretty much have a guaranteed monster that's going to stay on the board for 1 turn, unless they have the out like the next turn in the form of monster effects or anything. But that also brings me to the second effect, where Traptrix monsters you control except Traptrix Rafflesia cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, and cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects. This actually is also a very interesting and powerful effect if we think of it as now not only are Traptrix monsters now just used to be able to search out a trap hole card, now they're going to be able to be used as potential XYZ material, not just with using as Dionea, as it normally would. You know, if you summon a Murmillo and it gets sent to graveyard, just gotta wait till that Dionea pops up to make the rank 4s. Now, since they're going to stay on the board with Rafflesia on board, if we are able to keep 1 on board and keep it on turn, and then go to the next turn, summon another level 4, we're able to make another rank 4 monster, since a card like Murmillo, after we search out a bottomless trap hole or any other trap hole, is now impervious to just battle, card effects, even targeting. It's going to be guaranteed to stay on board if opponent can't jump over this Rafflesia or out that Murmillo somehow. Which that's actually a really interesting application, because beforehand we always had Traptrix monsters just completely being wiped out by anything, being punched over by battle or anything. But now the implication of them not being destroyed by battle or card effects really helps them to just stay on board and keep the tempo going. So not only are we just able to get the advantage off of summoning Murmillo, we're able to keep it on board and use it as XYZ material to just get more mileage out of it, which I think this deck is kind of really, if we look at it, it's all about mileage. Because let's look at the third effect. Once per turn, during your either player's turn, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card and send a whole normal trap card whose activation requirements are meant from your deck to your graveyard. This effect becomes that effect when this card is activated. This effect is the cream of the crop. It's so good. Like, if we really look at it, we're able to take this huge array, this huge toolbox of trap hole cards, and now apply them from the simple trap hole card to, I think it's called secret trap hole card. I'll throw the picture up there. I actually don't remember what it's called. But even the most obscure ones like that, where it requires your opponent to have 2 face-down monsters to be able to activate, we now have the ability to access those from deck and to make use of them if the situation does arise. So being able to do that and sending them to graveyard, which is also a really important thing, is now really, really powerful, because now you only does your opponent have to work around whatever you searched off of a Murmillo would say, like bottomless trap hole. Your opponent has to play around bottomless trap hole. Cool. But if you have Rafflesia on your board, your opponent has to play around every trap hole card, because they don't know what you're playing. You know, it's really easy to play around a Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare, but it's really hard to play around bottomless trap hole, Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare, regular trap hole, void trap hole. They don't know what you're playing, and that the element of surprise is really where this card can shine, because it can just literally stop anything from pseudo effect negation like Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare to just straight out banishing stuff with deep dark trap hole or bottomless trap hole. It's really, really powerful and interesting effect. And if we really apply the fact that it sends a trap hole card from the deck to your graveyard, getting mileage out of those trap hole cards with cards like Dianea being special summoned from Call of the Haunted, or Oasis of Dragon Souls, I guess that's another card that you use. You're able to get a trap hole card from your graveyard and set it. So you're able to use a trap hole card twice, and really just pulling it from the deck with this card is already a really easy way to get mileage out of those cards. So using all these cards twice, 3 times, getting rid of these big threats with these small, efficient monsters that just search out these powerful trap hole cards and getting multiple uses out of them is very powerful, and it's what really makes this deck shine. And I'm really looking forward to this, plus also the new artifact monster, which actually I'll talk to you guys about with that later. With that and the new artifact card, this and the new artifact card, I think we might actually see the revitalization of the H.A.T deck, and that's something really exciting because that's one of my favorite decks of all time. The artwork looks absolutely fantastic too. You can see it right there. Incredible. You got all the little Traptrix monsters in there. Actually, they include H.A.T, Mermillo, Nephthys, Dianea, and then the new girl right in the front there. That's actually really neat. It looks really gorgeous. But yeah. If you guys liked the video, be sure to like the video, thumbs up the video, have an express that you enjoyed the video. And if you guys want to read articles from the top players, buy or sell product, or attend high-level events, altrealitygames.com is your place to go check out. Be sure to like our Facebook fan page and subscribe to our Twitch stream if you haven't already, which is also a good time to subscribe to our Twitch stream because we're actually streaming ARG Charlotte right now. So, yeah, at the time of this video, ARG Charlotte, new ARG format, definitely the first tournament, definitely something really interesting to go look at. But if you guys like the new setup, please do let me know. My camera's actually getting fixed, so if you don't like it, I'll swiftly get back into what I was doing when I get my camera delivered. But, as always, I thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time. Gage from ARG, signing out.